Hey everyone.
Hello.
Guess what month it is? Do you know?
I do know what month it is.
What month is it?
We didn't rehearse this. March?
It's March. And that means that it's St. Patrick's Day season.
I see. I see where you're going.
Yeah. It also means that is the 1 year anniversary of Tune Supply is coming up.
Yeah, coming up in a couple weeks.
Yeah, March 14th, 13th at 2 a.m. is when we launched the website, so I'm never sure what day to put that on, but somehow a whole year has passed with us being here at the virtual session and all of us being just in our living rooms coming to the session. So for those of you who have been around the whole time, thank you and happy 1 year anniversary for what that's worth. I wish we could say that in real life, but here we are.
Yep.
So we're going to be telling you guys about lots of different things that are happening for the month of March, which is, of course, always an important time for Irish musicians, on top of our 1 year anniversary. So there'll be lots of extra stuff happening in between the sets and lots of me telling and selling things. That's
Great.
a way to put it. I hate doing it, but it's March and it's the time to do it. So
Nice.
There'll be lots of cool events to tell you about. Our theme for tonight has nothing to do with St. Patrick's Day.
No.
The theme is birds. And somebody suggested this, one of the sessioneers. I think it might have been Joseph Lindbeck, but I'm not sure. Do you remember?
I don't remember.
If it was you, tell us in the comments. I think it was Joseph, and he sent in a bunch of good pictures. But I didn't expect the response on the bird theme. Like, people went all out.
Yeah.
It's very exciting. So we've got lots of stuff about birds. We may be able to fit a few more pictures if you send them to tune.supply, as usual. And the other thing to announce before we play our first set is, of course, that it was Chris's birthday yesterday. Woohoo! And happy birthday.
Thank you. I see everyone's messages in the chat. Thank you. I'm very flattered.
Nobody told them ahead of time.
I'm 25.
25, yes.
Yep.
So am I. And we had a great day off. It was our first day off, first full day off since the end of October.
True.
And we had a great time. We went up and went skiing at Hunter Mountain, which is just north of the city. It was great. We went out to eat. We sat outside at a great tapas restaurant.
Yeah, actually a restaurant we'd never been to in Little Italy, but actually it's a Spanish restaurant in Little Italy.
And it was lovely.
Fantastic. Yeah.
And then we came back to hundreds of emails and freaked out. That's what happened. So if we owe you an email, that's what happened.
Yes.
But we have been playing Happy Birthday once a month for all the birthdays that are in that month for a few months now. So we're going to play it. I don't know if you want to play for yourself.
Is that weird?
No, I think because you'd be playing for everybody else who has a March birthday too. So I think it's fine.
Okay.
We're going to do it in the key of G as usual. And I don't know if there's any other March birthdays. If there are, you should tell us who you are so we can cheer for you as well. Somebody
said there were, who was it? Oh, John Mullen said it's his daughter's birthday as well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
It feels like there's maybe not that many March birthdays after having like a ton over the holidays.
Right.
It's interesting. Anyways, okay, so we'll play Happy Birthday in the key of G for all the March birthdays out there. Oh, that's a nice chord. Chris is getting ready for Broadway to start up again. Great. Okay, so now we can start the real show.
Great.
Now that I've got the birthdays out of the way. We are going to play a set of tunes that is on the topic of the theme, which is birds, if you're just joining in here. And there are actually a ton of tunes that have to do with birds.
There are.
And I'm sure I did not pick out all of them, but we're going to start with the Swallowtail, which is probably the most common of the bird tunes, in E minor. And then I was reminded of this tune that Isaac used to play. I suppose he probably still plays it. And I suspect that he plays it primarily because of the name. And it does have a great name. Mm-hmm. The name is When the Cock Crows, It Is Day. There you go. And then the third one is The Cock and the Hen, which I also call Cathal McConnell's. And
Right.
that is an F sharp minor slip jig. So the first two are jigs, and the last one is a slip jig, but they go really nicely together. And as usual, we'll do these nice and medium.
Nice and
Nice and medium
not
speed.
too fast.
So we can all get warmed up, including us who haven't played since last week, I think.
It's true. Yep.
So we'll all be getting warmed up here. Okay, first one's an E minor. Okay. 3, 4. tunes to get us going here. Okay, and I didn't say right up front, but I will say very quickly, if you are new to the session and you want more info, it's down there in the description of the video. And the main thing, I usually say there's two main things. One is if you intend to come back, you should get on the mailing list, because we send out tunes ahead of time and information. And
that is, if we haven't scared you off by now.
Why would we have scared them off?
I don't know.
The mailing list link is down in the description as well. Just click, what is it, more? Click more? Or
see more.
See more.
Yeah,
and then scroll down to the bottom. There's a link there. And then the other thing, of course, is that these sessions are run through community contributions. And that is how we pay all of the guest leaders that have appeared in the past and will appear in the future. And so, of course, we need a little help from you in order to do that. And the contribution link is on Chris's head, and it's also in the description, and I'll put it in the chat so it's easy to access. And of course, thank you in advance for anything you're able to throw our way.
It's truly appreciated. Everyone who appears on Tune Supply is paid some small or medium fee. So
small, medium, or large. Sometimes they're large.
Yeah. So,
yes,
and that's all possible thanks to you guys. So we appreciate it very much.
Yes, on the 1 year anniversary of Tune Supply, we're thinking and talking a lot about what has happened in the last year, and it is pretty cool that everybody who has done any work for Tune Supply, musical or otherwise, has been paid. And that doesn't seem strange, perhaps, if you are not from the music world, but it actually is very common in music for musicians to not get paid for work that they did. And I am, of course, I have always been against that, and I still am. So we're really proud that we have been able to pay musicians for quite a lot of work, and it's all due to the community. So thank you. Okay, today's theme is birds, of course, and I'm sure you all know what the original birds were. They were dinosaurs. They were dinosaurs. So we now live with tiny dinosaurs flying around.
Yep.
But you may have noticed that we have a new member of the dinosaur household. We have a large avocado. And somehow the large avocado is even better than the small avocados, because it moves a little bit differently.
It's more
jiggles
floppy.
Around. It's more floppy. It's great, and it's soft. We got it because last week, you might remember that Christophe Flamal over in France and Belgium, I think they travel between the places, showed us a picture of an avocado that he had purchased over there, and the name of the product was Small Diplodocus, and that made me think, is there a big Diplodocus? And sure
Turns
enough,
out there is.
There is.
And we got it.
So we got one, of course. So we have not named Big Avocado yet. Yeah. If you have suggestions, of course, we are
I want to show off another good feature of Big Avocado, which is
the tail.
The tail has a little crooked shape in it.
They all have different tail shapes, actually. It's great. Okay, there you go. So
anyway.
So it's a good night to introduce Big Avocado, because dinosaurs are birds and vice versa.
Yes.
So, okay, enough of this. Enough. Let's get to our...
Got some great guest leaders
Let's get
tonight.
to our guest leaders. Do you want to introduce them?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Tonight we are very lucky to have Alasdair White, fantastic fiddler from originally from the Hebrides?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Alasdair, if I'm saying that
here?
incorrect, let us know.
Okay.
I think he's from the Hebrides. Now living in the Bronx, and joining him is Patrick Doocey in Ireland.
The elusive Patrick Doocey.
Patrick Doocey.
Yes, and we have a whole bunch of guests, and we'll get to them in a little bit. But let's have enough talking.
Yeah.
Here's your first set of tunes. Enjoy.
Hello. Welcome, tune suppliers and Mario's sessionistas. It's very nice to be with you for the Evening of the Birds. I'm Alasdair White. I'm joined by Mr. Patrick Doocey, all the way from Ireland. Hello, Pat.
Hi, Alasdair and all at Mario's.
We've got a good few tunes for you tonight, some of them on theme. The first one is, anyway, the first jig is called the Dawn Chorus. We follow that with the Old Flail and the Boys of Ballymote, which is going to be an A rather than D. So hopefully you know the tunes. If not, you can just wing it. Okay, we're just going to get cracking here. I'll give you a count in 3 times round each. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Beautiful gentleman.
Yes.
Very nice.
Excellent start. We already have some punning going on. Very good. And Alasdair, I have to say, Alasdair is going to reveal his favorite bird later.
Indeed.
And I wrote in the session email this week that Alasdair had made a limerick about his favorite bird. I don't want to give too much away, which is why I'm speaking slowly here, but I was hoping that somebody might write a limerick about their favorite bird, somebody in the session audience.
Good idea.
Nobody did that, but it's not too late. If you'd like to create a limerick about your favorite bird and put it into the comments, or send it to us if it's too long for the comments, we would love to read it and see if you can show up Alasdair with his lyric. I suspect not, but you never know.
Yeah,
you never know.
It'll be tough.
We could have a prize, perhaps, if there was a good one.
Yeah.
We'll see. Okay, so also on the theme of birds, I have a couple of friends who are bird fans. One in particular who plays in the Irish music scene here in New York, and you might know who I'm talking about. Johnny Cuomo is a huge
He's a big
bird guy.
Yeah.
And I've known this since probably 5 minutes after I met Johnny. It was like one of the introductory things that you learn when you
because that's how long it takes him to start talking about birds, right?
Yes. Yeah. And Johnny has come up to Alaska with me a few times and just went crazy for the birds that you could see up there. And he lives out on Long Island and tells me about the birds out there. It's intense and awesome. So when I thought about the bird thing, I thought, well, I should get Johnny to do something, maybe a song or something. And then I thought, no, I should get Johnny's kids to do something, because he has two lovely sons who are also great musicians, but they have been trained in the ways of birds by their dad, and they have some birds who live in their house. And I actually asked if I could hire them to make a video about the birds, which they did.
Yes, true to form. Everyone who appears on Tunes of Water is paid.
Yes, they're getting paid. And they made a really great video, and we're going to show it to you right now. So enjoy.
Hi, Caitlin, Chris, and friends.
Hello.
I'm Johnny.
And I'm Paul.
And we heard that your next show was going to be based around birds. So we decided to give you guys a look on our pet birds.
These are our pet birds. One day when we were in Queens, we saw them at an animal shelter and they looked like they needed a home. So we picked them up, and on the way home we had to keep them in a tiny canary cage. But once we get back, we ordered them a nice cage, and this is where they live now.
So the boy, which is the brown and white one, his name is Don Neprecepto. And the white one in the food bin is named Whiteface Simney. As you may have noticed, these names are from a story Seamus Ennis tells, and their names are characters in the story. So I can take the white one out, the girl, and show you if you'd like. But the boy is not as friendly, so I can't really take him out. So this is Whiteface Simney. Say hi, girl.
We can call her Facey.
Yeah, we call her Facey. And they can fly around.
So now.
So they can fly in our house because we didn't clip their wings.
Yeah, because it's fine for them to just go around in the house.
So when they need exercise, this is what we do. And that's pretty much it. You can see them up there on our cabinet. And that's our birds. Hope you enjoyed seeing them.
Have a nice day, guys.
Have a nice day. Thank you.
Excellent presentation on birds, guys.
Excellent.
That was great.
And my favorite part is when the birds just started flying around the house.
Yeah, well, what else would they do?
It's great. And that was Kristen, of course, who you heard talking in the background there, their mom. I asked her if that was part of the planned video. And she said, no, it just happened. And it's perfect. It's perfect. Very good. Excellent job, guys. And TJ just said, holy cow, they're getting so big. The boys, not the birds. Yes. I mean, since I saw them last, which was in Johnny's videos, actually. Johnny, actually, if you want to see more of Johnny and his kids, he did 3 episodes of a kids show on Toon Supply, and it's on our YouTube channel. Yeah, they were smaller just on those videos.
Yeah. His Johnny's show is called Tales and Tunes for You.
Yes. Okay, and also on the topic, I pulled out a few of my favorite bird pictures just to get us started off here. When I had just graduated from college, I went on a research trip on University of Alaska Fairbanks research boat down in the Aleutian Islands to this island called Bogoslav, which is a reserve. You can't actually go there unless you're doing research. And this is what it looks like. You can tell that it's volcanic in nature. This is us. This picture is on a different island nearby, but this is how we would get on and off of the boat. We had to wear these survival suits and then get shuttled in and out by a smaller boat called a Zodiac. Once we were there, we would collect data on auklets, and this is a baby auklet that I'm holding. It's kind of blending in, but if you look in my hand, baby auklet, very fluffy. And here is
I think this is out of order, sorry.
That's right. These are also auklets flying around, and I do have a video of this somewhere, but I can't find it. This is one of these murmuration sorts of things where there were hundreds of thousands of birds. This was only a small part of them, and they fly around in the bay, just circling around in the bay, looking like different weird shapes, like they were making shapes. It was so cool. And here is a grown-up auklet with the orange beak there. That's my research partner holding it. Okay, and then these are not auklets. These are puffins. Very strange, awesome but strange looking birds when they're flying, because they're really meant to like fly underwater, not in the air, and they're extremely non-graceful when they fly. You've seen them,
awkward,
right? Yeah, they're like they look like they're going to crash at every single moment. They're just hilarious little birds. So that was a cool trip of mine that I did. And now the amazing thing is that island, Bogoslav, erupted a couple years ago. And I actually didn't know it until I somehow stumbled across this. Yeah. It doesn't look like that anymore. Wow. It's completely different. Like all those places are not there anymore. Cool. Very strange for me to think about, especially because it's a fur seal reserve as well. So my immediate concern was about the fur seals. Well, apparently they just leave and then they come back when it's okay to come back. They're back right now. Yeah. It's just wild, absolutely incredible. Okay, so those are my bird pics. Let's have some more tunes. What are these ones? Do you know?
I want to say that they are some reels.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
Let's hope that they're reels. Okay.
3 reels this time, starting off with a Scottish classic called The Bird's Nest. It's relatively common in Irish repertoires around the place as well. Altan famously recorded it along with quite a few other bands. And then we follow that with 2 classics, Maud Millar and Jenny Dang the Weaver, which also happens to be a Scottish tune at the end. So hope you enjoy them. Please play along. 1, 2, 3, 4.
great rhythm at the beginning. It just
Yeah.
made me want to start dancing.
Groovy, very groovy.
Very groovy. Somebody said it made them want to do some Scottish country dancing, and I say if it makes you feel like that, you should go right ahead.
That's ideal. The music is dance music after all.
Yes, somebody just sent us an email. One of you, I can't remember now who it was, about online contra dancing.
Oh.
Did you read that email?
No, I didn't see that one.
It explained how people are doing online contra dancing
Very cool.
in their homes with a live band.
Yeah.
Really cool. The innovation during this time
So
has
like,
been
is there
awesome.
a caller over Zoom or something?
Yeah, and you dance with a ghost. Or that's what they call it. It's like
Oh,
your
yeah.
partner who's not there, or if you have a partner, you dance.
Yeah.
But everybody's doing it at the same time in their houses to a live band.
Very cool.
It's very cool. Yeah. Okay, so we do have a limerick submission from Bob Beamers, also known as Betty Wheatstone in the chat. Sometimes he's Bob and sometimes he's not.
Yes.
That's interesting.
Today he's Betty.
Yeah, today he's Betty. I'm going to wait to see if any other limericks come in on the bird theme, but I actually completely, aside from Alasdair submitting his limerick, Peter Rahill had submitted a limerick,
Yeah.
which I told him I would read because it's actually the story behind it that is the coolest. Because this is how people get into Irish music. He said that he was a member of the local swim team. One time, the owner of the Field Irish pub in downtown San Diego rented out the pool for a fundraiser. And so they went to this event that was happening. Well, that's where he met Michael Eskin, and who was playing music. And Peter was like, oh, that's amazing. I love it. Can you tell me more about it? And Michael was like, yeah, we do it every week at the session. So Peter started going, and he went for 5 years before he decided that, I mean, maybe at some point he wanted to do it, but he finally, after 5 years, brought in an instrument there in 2016.
I can relate to that.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a while.
Yeah.
And then since 2016, he's been attending and playing. And now it's his 5-year anniversary of starting playing.
Very cool.
And I just think like there's so many stories like that in Irish music. Somebody like happened upon the pub.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds cool. Oh, I'm going to pick up an instrument. And then 10 years go by and you're playing with your friends. It's great. So here is the limerick pertaining to that story. Seamus and I took us a dive into a pool of Guinness. We drank and we drank until we both sank because there was less in the pool than was in us. Classic limerick.
Good.
Very good. So to anybody celebrating their like Irish music starting stories this month, which I suspect there are a bunch, congratulations. Okay. Oh, also on the topic of Peter Rahill, we should have our now traditional drinks. Yes.
Peter, the limoncello is looking a little low here.
There's more coming though. There's more coming. Peter's sending us some of his new batch soon. We only drink this on session nights and only in a tiny, tiny amounts, which is why we still have some left. It's really good.
I think I drank it one other night.
You did. That's right.
Because it's just so good. I wanted to have some.
Yes, that's a real compliment because we don't drink a lot of these sweet liqueurs, and
Right.
it's really, really tasty. Okay, so we'll do a cheers to March, to St. Patrick's season with all of you, with whatever you're drinking out there. Tea, coffee,
Cheers.
wine.
I have
Here we
both,
go.
Actually.
Oh,
Yes.
cheers,
Cheers.
bears. Cheers. Okay. Yep, it's just as good as last week.
Just as good.
Yep, that's excellent. Okay. Cool. So I'm just I mentioned at the start that I'm gonna tell you guys about all the stuff that's happening in March with Tunes Play really quickly here. I've mentioned this a few times, but this is the last time I'm gonna mention it because it starts on Monday, which is the March subscriber series. There are 2 of them. One is mini performances, and the other is lessons. If you sign up for the subscriber series, every day at 2 p.m. you get an email with the link to the video for that day. There's also a website in case you don't want to deal with the emails. And so let's see, do you have the posters? Teachers, yep, 15 teachers for the teaching series, and then for the performance there's 21 musicians and singers.
Yeah.
They run for 2 weeks from the 8th to the 21st, which by the way is the equinox, big deal.
Oh yeah.
And on the 21st, we will do a finale concert with, I think there's about 25 people on the finale concert thus far. It's one of the only things, these finale concerts that are not open to the public, but it's included in the admission to the subscriber series. So you have to sign up for these by Monday because they start on Monday. And it's better for us if you sign up sooner. I'm not trying to sell too many things, but it's just because the logistics of getting everybody on the email list it's tight. So if you're going to sign up, do it now so you can save us a little stress. Like Monday at 1:59, everybody is signing up and we're like,
Yeah.
oh no. Yeah. Okay, great. So that's the subscriber series. Starts on Monday. I'll put the links in the comments in case you want them. Oh, and there's a discount code of $10 if you get both of them. I'll put that in the chat as well. Okay, we are to our first special guest of the night. Yes. This is very exciting. Tara O'Grady is a great singer from Queens, currently not living in Queens. I'll let her tell you where she is. But she is going to actually sing a traditional song, which she usually sings music of the 40s and 50s, I believe.
Yeah.
So this is pretty special to have her do a trad song. So enjoy.
Hi, this is Tara O'Grady from Beacon, New York in the Hudson Valley. I'm a Queens girl, but I moved up north. Anyway, my granny was from Donegal, and my mother was born there as well, so she used to take me there every summer. And Granny was always singing in the kitchen. Her name was Nora, so my grandfather was always singing that song, Nora. So when I'm at a family party or a session, this is the song that we do in honor of my Donegal granny. The violets were scenting the woods, Nora displaying their charms to the bees. When I first said I loved only you, Nora, and you said you loved only me. The chestnut blooms gleam through the glade, Nora. A robin sang loud from a tree. When I first said I loved only you, Nora, and you said you loved only me. The golden robed daffodil shone, Nora, and danced in the breeze on the lea. When I first said I loved only you, Nora, and you said you loved only me. The birds in the trees sang songs, Nora, of happier places to be. When I first said I loved only you, Nora, and you said you loved only me. Thank you.
Woohoo! Beautiful.
Lovely.
Absolutely beautiful. Tara just wrote a limerick and sent it to us.
Yes.
And I think we should say it.
Okay.
Do you want to say it?
Sure.
Okay.
I have to get it up on my phone.
Okay, great. This is exciting. A number of people have written limericks on the spot, which I didn't think was going to happen. It's great. Okay.
I once saw a hairy woodpecker with wings that were black and white checkered. He knocked at my door, to which I ignored, so he flew away shouting, "Fecker."
It's great.
Very nice.
That's great. Okay, that's in first place so far.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a few others. We'll keep reading a few as we go along. Okay, so this is Tara's first time on the session, but she's been on our concerts, and I, of course, have played at events and been to parties and all sorts of things with Tara for years since Tara was actually probably one of the first people I met here in New York. Oh, cool. Back when that was a thing. In the day. Yeah. I was about to say how many years ago, but then I decided I shouldn't.
Many years.
But Tara also let me know recently that she used to have a gig at Mary O's.
Yes.
Which I did not know, and she has some pictures which are really, really beautiful. If you know Mary O's, there's this mural in the back that you'll recognize there. Mm-hmm. It doesn't really look like an Irish pub, which makes it kind of cool. Yeah. Did I put the name of the photographer here?
Yeah, Richard Velasco took this gorgeous picture.
And Tara said that Richard goes and gets scones from Mary O's every week.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Cheers, Richard. There's a couple more.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
So usually the session is over on the right-hand side there.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Classic Tara.
Yeah.
Awesome. Really nice.
Cool.
Thanks for sending those, Tara. Was there another picture? Oh, yes. Tara has a
yeah.
event coming up, which we wanted to mention. Here's the poster for it. It is actually next Thursday, right? I think it's conflicting with the session.
March 11th,
Yeah.
next week at 8.
So if you would rather hear some songs than tunes, which would be totally fine because you've heard a lot of tunes, check this out. You do have to sign up, and the ticket link is on the bottom.
Yep.
I will put it in the chat there.
Tickets are $15.
Yeah.
The nice thing is, with our session, you can just come back and watch it any time.
That's true. That's true.
So you can all go to see Tara's concert and then stick around later
Yes.
and replay the session.
Yes, and Tara's concert is online. You don't have to be in Beacon, New York
Of
in
course.
order to see it. So I'll put the link in just a second in the comments. Okay, so a really exciting moment has arrived.
Indeed.
Alasdair is going to tell us what his favorite bird is and show us a picture that he drew and give a limerick.
Yeah.
Have fun.
I'd like to take a moment, if I may, to pay tribute to my favourite bird, which is the kakapo, a large flightless parrot native to New Zealand. I have drawn a picture, just by way of illustration, and written a short limerick, my kakapoem, if you will. So here we are. Oh, lament for this kakapo's wings, he's too heavy to use the wee things. His body's so dense that flight don't make sense, so must lounge on the ground while he sings. His call is not sharp and not flat, this parrot is better than that. He booms and he wheezes, sounds carried on breezes, and proudly displays all his fat. He's lucky his small island nation now practices sound conservation. We all wish him well, that his numbers might swell and halt the proud species ablation. The kakapo.
So I think Alasdair gets extra points because his limerick was many verses.
Indeed. And it was accompanied by a beautiful hand drawing.
Yes. I didn't know that Alasdair was an artist,
Did not know.
but I should have suspected. Well, I'd say that's going to be hard to beat.
Yeah.
But continue to keep trying. If you'd like to send us more limericks, we'll keep reading them. I think we have two in the queue right now
Yeah.
if we need them. Yeah. Okay. So keep going, and we'll read them as we have time. However, we have not had any tunes in a while now, so let's go have a few more tunes from Alasdair.
Wee bit of a change now. We've got two strathspeys, two nice chilled out slower strathspeys that have become quite well known among kind of general session scene. The general session scene. They're quite popular tunes. The Sweetness of Mary and Calum's Road. Please join in if you do know them. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Strathspeys.
Beautiful.
I only know a few strathspeys. Do you know any?
Just the one or two that you do, I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Troy McGilvery has been trying to get me to learn strathspeys now for probably 10 years. It's becoming a running joke that I don't know any. So, which I should probably be very embarrassed about. So maybe I'll learn those ones from Alasdair.
I do love the rhythmic
Yes.
features in strathspeys.
We should learn some.
Yeah.
Instead of doing any work or emails, let's just learn
We should
strathspeys
actually learn
this
a tune
week.
for once. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, we have a few limericks that have come in. Maybe we should
Should we read
some of
another
them.
one? Yeah.
Yeah, you're good at reading them. Maybe you should.
Let me pull up one. So we had one come in from Bill Connor.
Who I've known since I was probably 8 years old.
This is a good one. There once was a bird named Robin, who out on our back porch was bobbin', but she made a mistake and stepped on a snake. Sure long after that, she was hobblin'.
That's good.
Good.
It's hard to read them.
It is, yeah.
Okay, and who else did we have?
We have another one from Gordon Nash. Do you want to read that now?
yeah, why don't
This
you
is a
read
good
that one?
too? Yeah. Okay. Most birds fly in the air, but you'll never see my favorite there. Mine swim underwater. Got it? You otter. Otter. Penguins dress formal with flair.
Woohoo! On the topic. Excellent. That's from Gordon Nash.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Bob Beamers wrote one into the chat, and I'm definitely going to mess this up because it's got a lot of good syllables in it, but I'm going to give it a shot. Okay. There once was a birdie named Tweety, and Sylvester thought he'd be meaty, but Tweety's gal granny kicked Syl in the fanny and left him with nothing to eaty.
Ah, very good.
That's good. That was the first one to come in the chat. Okay, great. And on the topic of community contributions, we are going to show your pictures that you guys sent in of birds, and you sent a lot,
Some
and it's
good
great.
ones.
So let's see what we've got.
First
here.
up is Angela Botzer, some wild turkeys that she said she took this at her home,
Yep.
right, in Wyoming. Very cool.
Such a strange bird.
Dan Snyder sent this in from the Edinburgh Zoo in 1968.
Yeah, it's the March of the Penguins, or the Parade of the Penguins.
Cool. Couple from Joseph. Let's see.
This is in Brazos Bend, Texas, and that is what the name of the bird is. Can you say it? Onhinga?
Onhinga?
Onhinga.
No idea.
Having a large snack.
Yeah, good.
That looks like toast when he eats.
The
Okay.
green heron here from Joseph.
Yep, also from Texas.
And some roseate spoonbills.
Yeah. Man, what do they eat? Do you know? Those ones?
I don't know.
I'll have to check.
Here's one more from Joseph. Black-bellied whistling ducks.
Wow,
Oh,
he's a great
beautiful.
photographer.
Yeah.
So Tara actually sent in two pictures. This one she took on the Hudson, and she said that she has she put up a bird feeder this winter, and she has so far counted 142 species.
Wow.
Very cool. Okay, and this is really cool. This is a still from a music video that she just shot, and the bird was put in or photoshopped into the video to go along with the theme of the song.
Amazing.
But that's pretty cool.
TJ sent this in. I think
think
we've
we've
seen this
seen
picture before.
But it's
TJ.
good to see it again
Yeah,
because
yeah.
the topic is correct.
Classic.
Yeah, I think he said that this was a very hungry bird.
I bet. Don McIntyre sent in a lot of photos. We picked our favorites here. This is from Florida. Some ibises.
Ibisi? Ibi? I don't know what the plural is.
And he has a couple of pictures from Africa. We don't know the names of the birds.
Long legs.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Weird looking one there.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. This one is
No, these three
from
are
Laverna.
not. These three are not on the topic of birds, but they're great. She said that this is St. Patrick's season in Florida at a farm.
Okay.
So the sheep are getting ready. Good.
And Patrick Daspit?
Okay, now you might recall a few weeks ago we played bingo.
Yes.
Patrick was one of the winners, and he picked out the shirt.
Oh, yes.
And
J. Patrick 317.
Yes, and
Yeah.
he sent in this picture of his two of his cats, Saley and what's the other one's name? Does it say
Mauser?
there? Mauser is the next one.
no,
Oh
it
shoot,
doesn't say.
I didn't write it down. So these are two of the cats checking out and approving the shirt, and he
Good.
wanted to just let us know. He mentioned in his email that he has another cat that's not so much friends with the other two. It's a newer cat, and this is basically my perfect cat, besides Toast. Fluffy tuxedo cat. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. So that cat's name is Mauser.
Okay, and then we got a couple more pictures that I can show you. Peter Morley sent this in. This is his pet parrot named Taco. Very cool.
I wonder if the parrot sings any Irish tunes.
Maybe. Okay, and one more from Patrick as well on the subject of birds. An oriole.
Oh, wow.
Patrick asks, are there any tunes
About Orioles.
related to the Baltimore Orioles or Orioles in general?
Not that I know
Not that we're
of,
aware
but
of. All right, and then Caitlin's mom sent a video in that we're gonna show here. Let me just get that up if I can.
so my mom got a see-through bird feeder for her window for the winter, and there's actually quite a lot of birds that are around in Alaska in the wintertime. In recent years, there have been pigeons that have stayed around the whole winter, and Fairbanks in the winter is not really a pigeon place. Like, it can get down to 40 below pretty commonly, but she has taken this video of strange for me to
Cool.
see pigeons in
Yeah.
Fairbanks. It's usually you see ravens or chickadees
Right.
or woodpeckers, things like that. It's
Right.
very, very odd to see pigeons, but it's been warmer in the winter there now. So,
One more video also that came in from Bonnie,
oh yeah,
which we can show.
Bonnie's in New York, right?
I believe so.
Yeah,
Lots of great bird content.
Yes,
today.
they're
Thank you
great
guys
to-
for that.
they're great to watch. We don't see them very much anymore because we're
Yeah,
higher
we're
up, but
so
we
high.
we used to have a apartment where we would watch the birds and put out a little food for them.
We
It
actually
was
used
really
to,
cool.
yeah, we put out bread right on the fire escape, but we would put it on a piece of cardboard first so that it wouldn't fall through the grate. But then the birds kept knocking it off the cardboard, so we put some honey on the
We
bottom.
were not supposed to do
on
any
the bottom
of
of the
this.
bread, and then stuck it to the cardboard and put the whole contraption out there. And then they'll land on the cardboard and peck at the bread.
And then
but it
the
doesn't move
squirrels
around.
would come and like
squirrels would
take the
come,
whole
yeah.
thing away with them. Yeah, it was. We probably shouldn't have done any of that, but
Probably
it was great, great fun. Okay, so we have another special guest, two special guests now. Last week, you might remember Colman Connolly played piano on the session as a tribute to Joe Burke. This week we have another tribute to Joe Burke, but Colman is playing with his dad, Damian. They live up in Connecticut, and Damian is an amazing accordion player. So I'll let them introduce themselves.
They've got a couple sets here too.
Hi everybody, my name is Damian Connolly. You might know my father, Martin Connolly. He's the maker of the Kincora accordion, which is what I'm playing for you in these recordings. And my uncle is Seamus Connolly, great fiddle player. I grew up in Killavil, County Clare, in a very musical family, surrounded by music all the time. My father was tuning accordions, and as I mentioned, he went on to make accordions too. And as a little kid, when I started playing the accordion, one of my greatest influences besides my father was Joe Burke. I listened to Joe Burke's commercial recordings all the time. I tried to soak them up. I tried to emulate his playing as best as I could. I really, really enjoyed doing that. I got such a kick out of just sitting in my kitchen and, pretending to be Joe. And my father loved Joe's playing too, so it was a really nice thing for my father and I to always be talking about Joe's playing and Joe's technique and all of that kind of stuff. And it was just a large part of my childhood, actually, was just how much Joe Burke's music really seeped into my consciousness and just part of my life and part of who I was and part of who I am today. I'd like in Joe's honor to play some sets from his albums, The College Groves and The Flogging Reel and The Old Grey Goose and Sixpenny Money. I'm very fortunate to have my son Colman Connolly. He's the videographer right now. He's going to be playing piano with me, and Colman's a wonderful piano player, and he has elements of Charlie Lennon's style going on there as well. So between the two of us, we try to do our best to maybe replicate the kind of sound that Joe and Charlie had going, although there's really no way anyone could really capture fully what they had going on. It was so magical. I think that's all I have to say. I'm really, really honoured to be part of this, and just want to say thanks very much to Tune Supply for asking me, and maybe I'll see all of you out there around at some stage. All right, thanks again, everyone. Bye bye.
Beautiful.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Damian is one of my favorite people to play with. We don't get to play together very often, only a handful of times. Actually, the last time was at Swannanoa because he was teaching. But it's spectacular when he comes down. Actually, he I think where I first played with Damian was when Johnny Cuomo invited him down to play at the O'Neill session sometime, or some session. That was where I first met him, and yeah, amazing. And thanks for the tribute to Joe Burke, of course. It's an honor to have you both. It's a super honor to have Colman twice in the space of 2 weeks. So
Colman will be a weekly feature. Actually.
Yes. You're welcome back anytime.
Let's call it Colman's Corner.
There you go. Yes. We can have a little animation and things like that. Perfect. We've got it. So Colman is in the comments, and also Mirella Murray is here. And
she's on next week.
Yes. This only just got confirmed recently, so we haven't mentioned it yet. But Mirella Murray and Kathleen Boyle from Cherished Ladies are the leaders for next week's session.
Super exciting.
Yes. It's going to be great. Okay. So... let's see, we're at the halfway point, possibly after, we're not sure. Usually we're after the halfway at this point, but we have a poem, as usual, from Mimi Buell, and I haven't seen it yet, so let's see what we've got.
Hi, Mario's friends. A very bad poem in honor of a special somebody's birthday. Amos is hoping to get an invitation to go skiing with him. We heard that it was Chris's birthday, and so we cheer, hip, hip, hooray. Sorry, Amos. With kibble for all and a ski break, don't fall, to cheer our friend Chris, who on piano does slay. So we hope that you had a happy birthday, Chris, and we love you. We love how you play. We love all your good cheer and your amazing partnership with Caitlin. We love you both. Please chip into the box if you can. Help keep us going. And hope you're staying safe and wearing your mask. Now that's a good party. This is Amos' ski helmet. And please support Mary if you can. Buy scones for yourself or shepherd's pie for elderly folks in the neighborhood. And thanks to all the special guests tonight who made it a wonderful session. Take care. Eat your kibble. Bye.
Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. Mimi, I'm so touched. Thank you for your beautiful poem. And Amos. Mimi and Amos reading me a poem for my birthday.
It's amazing.
It's incredible.
I have shivers. And Amos has a great hat on made out of like a strawberry container.
That was his ski helmet, I think.
Oh, that was his ski helmet.
Yeah,
I see.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Amos is the cutest.
He is.
Absolutely amazing. Thank you, Mimi. And Mimi reminded everybody that Mary owes, where we usually have this session. Well, I shouldn't even say usually anymore because it's been a year since we did. But she's been open throughout the pandemic, as you know, and you can buy scones to be shipped or for pickup. You can buy shepherd's pies for elderly folks or homeless folks. She's going to do a shepherd's pie handout on the street soon for people in the neighborhood and homeless people, and I'm gonna go up and do it with her. I didn't ask you, but you can come too if you want.
Yeah.
And there's a new thing. She's doing shepherd's pie purchase on the website, but just for you. Like if you want to have a shepherd's pie.
Yes.
So that's new. If you go over to her website, the website is store.maryo's.nyc. Okay, I put it in the comments there for you if you want to order anything. And of course, we mentioned at the beginning, this whole thing is run on community contributions, which we use to pay all of the special guests except for Giant Avocado. He's leaning on you.
He is.
And we pay toast usually in bits of meat, generally salmon and fancy things that he wants. Yeah. But we pay all the musicians in money, which comes from the contribution link. It's up there above Chris's head, and I've been throwing it into the chat as well. So thanks for that if you can manage it.
So
and if you
chip in
can't,
the box if you
no
can.
problem.
Here's the box. Pay what you can, play what you can. That's our motto. And
We should get sponsored by Guinness.
We should. Yeah.
We're not sponsored by Guinness. I just want to say
We're
for YouTube.
not sponsored by any corporate brands.
No, we're not. Okay, one more thing to mention for St. Patrick's. season right now. Student Supply is not doing an epic concert, or not our normal like 70-person epic concert for March, because we know there's going to be lots of stuff going on online, and we don't want to conflict with anybody's any individual artist's thing that they're doing. However, on St. Patrick's Day itself, we are producing a concert for Villanova University. We did this last year with about 10 hours notice, and this year we had a few months notice, so we were able to put together a much bigger show with We Banjo 3, one for the Foxes with Dave Curley singing, confirmed singing,
Multiple
and
songs.
yes, and the Friel Sisters. It's open to the public, but you have to register in order to get the link. So I will put the link into the chat. If you don't have access to the chat, how could they get it?
We'll put it in the description.
Oh, yeah.
We'll edit the description of this video.
Yeah, we'll throw it in the description in a minute.
It'll be in there after the session.
But I'll put it in the chat right now. So again, it's free, but you just have to sign up so that they can send you the link. And I think it's at 7 p.m. on St. Patrick's Day.
It's actually a whole day of events.
Yes.
They've got like some classes or something in the morning, and then the finale concert at the end.
Yeah. So that's our big St. Patrick's Day thing this year. Okay, yeah, we should maybe have some more
Let's have some tunes, yeah. So here's another set from Alasdair and Patrick.
3 jigs now, and we have the Meelick team, Mist on the Mountain, and The Bank of Turf, which is a reasonably common tune, but you don't hear it that often, so it's nice to give it a bit of an airing. I hope you enjoy them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4.
Beautiful.
You should tell them what you just said because it was really nice.
Well, we were just commenting on how lovely the music is tonight at the session, and I was saying Alasdair somehow is able to make even the moderate tempo sound intricate and complex and beautiful, and
yeah,
it's almost like
it's a skill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost more interesting to listen to it at that speed than it is to listen to really fast, exciting playing.
Yes, yes. I feel like when you learn Irish music, you go through a period where you just want to get really fast.
Yeah.
And by you, I'm speaking about myself.
Yeah.
I just want to be clear.
Yeah.
Like when I was about 16 to 20, I just wanted to play as fast as possible. And everybody around me would be like, there's some joy in playing the tune slower and getting all the extra stuff in there. I was like, nope, I just want to play it fast. But I think the older I get, the more I realize that it takes a while.
The session speed here in New York is also, I would say, quite fast.
Very fast.
Very fast.
Very fast, yeah. Okay, a couple of limericks came in and we haven't read any in a while, so would you want to...
Yeah, I could
there's
read them.
two, I think.
Which one?
The one from Kerry Coke.
Oh, yep.
Maybe we'll start with that.
To pick a favorite from the kingdom of bird is akin to asking for one's favorite word. There are waterfowl, forest birds, and those found in the snow. You'll find them in every color of the rainbow. Pick only one. Absurd.
That's up there because it goes in so many different ways, and the rhythm is very interesting on that one.
Yeah.
Okay,
I probably didn't do the rhythm justice, sorry. I was sight reading.
Okay, and another one just came in.
From
Tara.
Second submission from Tara. This is a good one. There once was a rare bird named Caitlin, the sort of bird men love datin'. They called her a loon when she played a tune, for her sound was quite captivating.
Yes,
Wow.
yes,
That's
Tara,
good one.
yes. That's
true.
great.
That's true.
That's great. And loons are actually one of my favorite birds. Have you ever seen them?
Maybe.
They're beautiful, and they have the most haunting sound, almost eerie. And what? It's true. This is a very serious topic.
Yeah.
And they also ride really low in the water. So like if you sometimes see them like if you're kayaking, and it'll just be like this much of the bird and the neck sticking out, and the eerie sound.
Yeah.
It's really cool. Yeah. But I am a loon. Yes, this is true. A loon who plays tunes.
Yeah.
Okay, another thing that's coming up soon. This is not happening until mid-April, but the reason I'm mentioning it is because there is a possible community contribution element to it, which is open to everybody, though this is an Alaskan event, and the deadline is coming up very soon. It's on March 8th is the deadline, so I'm going to mention it. Tune Supply is bringing the Alaska Folk Festival online this year. This is my favorite folk festival. I've been going since I was 11 years old, and I'm highly honored, and I feel like it's a big responsibility to do this.
Yeah.
But you can send in videos that we will put onto the main stage performances, which are online. And all the instructions for doing that are over at the website, akfolkfest.org. Yeah, so there you go. You can check that out. And then the event is in April, and we'll keep you updated about that as it comes around.
Yeah, so send in your videos. There's just a Google form you fill out, and
Yep.
Send us your videos.
Yeah.
Should be a great concert.
And you all know so much about Alaska now because we've been talking about it for the last year. So you're
Yeah.
honorary Alaskans.
We've been showing your pictures nonstop. So
Okay, we have the Toast report next.
My favorite segment.
Yes, Toast is our cat. If you haven't been watching the last few weeks, and Toast loves things that are on the table. So here's something on that theme. Toasty, did you want something? Toast, did you want something? Bacon? Did you want vegetables? No. What did you want? Bacon?
I know some people think that we don't feed Toast. That is not true. We feed Toast all the time. In fact, when we left yesterday to go skiing, or I guess we left Tuesday, we left him a giant bowl of
what we call potato chips, which is his hard food.
Normal hard food.
Unlimited potato chips.
Yeah.
He definitely gained like 5 pounds while we were gone. Yeah, he's not underfed, though Rachel, my sister, thinks he is.
Yes.
But yes, Toast is doing just fine. We'll continue updating you on Toast's fatness as we go along. Okay, we have more cool stuff tonight. This night is full of amazing things. Yesterday, or was it today, we got a submission.
I think yesterday? I'm not sure.
Yeah, a video submission from a session goer who has played a tune on the session before. Many months ago now, I said on the broadcast that if anybody wants to send in a video of themselves playing a tune for others to play with, we're happy to put that on the show. But we haven't been taken up on that offer very much. Bob Beamer sent us some videos, which we're going to show soon. But the only other person, actually, I think, that has done that is, we practiced your name today, Kastuv Patawaradan. Is that right?
It's pretty close.
Okay.
He's going to say his name in the video.
Yes.
So
we can all
learn to pronounce it.
Yeah. And he performs a tune that's on the topic for tonight, on the bird topic. And this is one that you should play along with because it's a fairly common hornpipe. So enjoy the performance.
Hello, Tune Supply. This is Kaustubh Patawardhan from the Hudson Valley in New York. I'm going to be playing for you 2 tunes today, 2 hornpipes. The first one is called The Peacock's Feathers number 1, and the second one is called The Peacock's Feathers number 2. These hornpipes will be for the session theme on birds. I'll play them twice through. The first one is in D minor and the second one is in D major. I also wanted to thank Caitlin and Chris for hosting the Tune Supply sessions for this last year during this pandemic, and we have greatly appreciated this effort from you, and to be able to hear and listen and support all the fantastic musicians that you've hosted. So thank you again.
might have been my favorite thing.
That was fantastic.
The whole night. That was great. And I saw that Castuve's brother was in the comments and started listing the names of the birds, and we were trying to figure out what the birds were earlier when we watched the set.
We were saying how we should have put the names up of the birds when they appeared on screen.
There's many there that I have never seen before. Yeah. I especially like the rather portly, the wide one in the tree. That was my favorite one. Well, we'll have to hear from Castuve or his brother what those are sometime. That was awesome. And Castuve, I hope I'm saying the name right, edited that set as well. It's amazing.
Fantastic
Great.
stuff.
You're always welcome to send in videos, Castuve and everybody else, if you'd like, because this is a session.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. I have more announcements, and here's the first announcement. I have to show that it's a show and tell. Whoops, maybe I'll get a new one here. Anna Colleton, who did our logo design and most of our design, made a new sticker. Oh, it's not. I'm just not going to be able to see it very well. It's our bird, our hummingbird, but it has a scarf on it with little hearts on it. It was part of our Valentine's Day logo, and I thought, well, we should make a sticker of that. And it was not planned that we were going to have a bird session, but I thought, well, we have a bird session. So I'll just mention some of the cool things that you can find on the store, which have nothing to do with anything, but they're just there. We have lots of hummingbird stickers and window clings, and then of course our logo features the hummingbird, and there's magnets and holographic stickers and coasters.
You definitely need the holographic sticker.
And all sorts of bird things.
Yeah.
If you so feel the need. Okay, there you go. And then this is back on topic here. Brid Harper, who was she on the session or just on the concert?
I think just on the concert, but I'm not sure.
I can't remember. But incredible fiddle player, originally from Donegal? No, I wrote, oh shit, I should know. Sorry, I just swore on air. The censors are going to get me.
YouTube's going to take us down.
Anyways, she has 2 CDs, one of which is not available in the US and which I had to write to her to get a few years ago. And it is, it's either my first or my second favorite CD of Irish fiddle playing.
Not available in the US until now.
Until now, yes. We had her send 10 of the CDs, and I just today put them up on the Tune Supply store. So if you want to get that, it's up there now. I'll put the link in the description in just a second. And she also sent 5 of the CDs of her band. So I just wanted to mention that in case you need some new tunes around the St. Patrick's season. She's I can't decide if she's my first or second fiddle player, favorite fiddle player.
Yeah.
I don't really want to.
Though.
Yeah, I don't really want to play favorites, but it's she and Cathal Hayden are my favorites.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, and we have another special guest. Special guest of the night. Gerry O'Connor is here to play the Yellow Wattle by request. Somebody from my Irish Arts Center classes requested this because I taught the Yellow Wattle in class, and then she noticed that my version was slightly different than Gerry's, so she said, do you know anything about that? And I said, I'm just going to have Gerry play the tune because that's probably the easiest. Yeah. So here he is to play the Yellow Wattle plus a few others.
Hi, Gerry O'Connor here, and I'd like to play some jigs for you today. As part of the Tune Supply initiative, I'll play 3 jigs. The first tune was one that was requested, and I play it's a version of the Yellow Wattle, and there's different versions of this tune. I just saw a 4-part version of it there today in O'Neill's, number 353, the Irish telephone code. And I learned it from Calum McConnell, and he told me he got it from Michael Russell. So I'll follow it then with a tune that was written by a man called Pat McKenna from County Tyrone, and he told me he wrote this tune when he was tuning the fiddle. So you can hear these notes coming through. And the final tune is a well-known tune written by a man called Anthony Sullivan. It's a tune called The Butlers of Glen Avenue. Anthony wrote many wonderful tunes, including The Roaring Barmaid, and he also wrote The Arkle Mountain. Some people know this as Christy Barry's, but Anthony wrote it back in the 70s, I believe. It's in his book anyway. So 3 jigs, Yellow Wattle, Pat McKenna's, and The Butlers of Glen Avenue. Connacht Tune Supply, Yellow Wattle, Pat McKenna's jig, followed by the Butlers of Glen Avenue. Thank you.
Excellent. Something just occurred to me. Is the yellow wattle a bird?
Could be.
I think it might be.
Might be.
And we didn't even plan it like that. And actually, we forgot to say that. Sorry.
Oh, we also didn't plan to have Damian and Colman play the Pigeon on the Gate.
That's what I was going to say.
They didn't know that the theme was birds when they recorded that.
It was all meant to be, I think. We'll have to look up the yellow wattle. Or I'm sure there seems to be a lot of bird experts in the comments.
Yeah, somebody
Perhaps
let us
they
know
can say.
what is a yellow wattle.
Yes, and Gerry is also going to record a bunch of sets from his book, which I don't have with me here. He recently released a... Is there one down there?
Yeah.
Okay. A collection of tunes. Not that he wrote. Sorry, I should have gotten it out. And he sent us a bunch of copies to sell on the store for the American audience. Here it is. Oh, no. Chris will get it. I use them kind of over on the table there. Yeah, okay. Anyways, he's recording a couple of sets of tunes from his book for us to play on the sessions as we go. That's very professional. It looks like you're on QVC, kind of. Thank you, Chris. We currently have 6 of the books left from Gerry, and they are also over on the store. If you want one, I will put that to the comments. We used to have 7, but James Cleveland just bought one. So
Right.
now we're down to 6. And thanks to Gerry for doing that, of course. Okay, we're nearing the end. We are going late today, but it's okay because we have great material.
Couple more sets to come.
But first, we have one more silly thing to do.
Oh, yes.
And that is the 2 words of the week. We'll go fast on this since we're going long here, but Chris is going to put the 2 words of the week on the screen, and you can guess what they mean. I should have picked like bird-related words.
Yeah.
Well, the first one is animal-related. Okay, so mount weasel is the first one. It's a noun. And the second one is epistolophobia, also a noun. So you can put your suggestions of what those words do mean or could mean into the comments. The prize for best possible definition is, if you want it, a tune of your choice printed on a label.
A mailing label.
A mailing
Very
label.
fancy mailing label.
Which you can stick on yourself or others or your case or whatever you'd like. It's a very valuable prize, but we understand that most people will not want it because it's so valuable.
Everyone would want that.
I mean, I definitely...
It's incredible.
I definitely want it. But they peel off and you can stick them wherever you want. Okay, so while you're deciding what those words mean, I will tell you next week's session leaders, once again, in case you didn't hear it earlier. We have Morella Murray and Kathleen Boyle from Cherish the Ladies. They are going to lead the session next week, which we're really excited about. Who's the guest? Oh, David Munnelly is going to do another set of tunes. I'm not sure what
I think he's got some reels.
Some reels, yeah. Not too fast. And the theme for next week. Now, this might seem really simplistic, but I think people could go somewhere with this theme. I'm planning to go somewhere with it.
I bet.
The theme is your favorite key. K-E-Y. Mm-hmm. And now there's a lot of meanings of the word key.
We're not going to specify what that means.
No, it can be musical or otherwise. Yeah. Favorite key is the theme. Yeah, okay, there we go. Has anybody had
couple
any
good definitions? The mountain weasel, the scariest type of weasel.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Okay, Bob Beamers has said the actual definition.
So has Laura Johnson.
I didn't pick a good enough word then. That means that people actually know what it is. Okay, well, then we're just going to reveal the actual definition of epistolophobia. These people must be very good at Latin.
There's some good alternate definitions though.
Okay.
Sean Morris says it's the fear of the New Testament.
That's good.
Good. And Kurt says the fear of electronic pistols.
Oh wow.
Like epistolophobia.
Okay, that might be deserving of a prize. Okay, so epistolophobia is the fear of receiving correspondence.
Yeah.
And the reason that I picked it is because I currently have a fear of receiving emails because they build up so quickly in my inbox that I've started having a PTSD reaction to emails. Right. It's quite incredible. Okay, so that's the first one. That was easier. Now, mount weasel. Did anybody get it?
I don't actually know the definition, but Peter has a good one. The rat who squeals on the moonshiners.
Oh,
is the mountain weasel.
That's very good. That's very good. Okay, Laura Johnson. Okay, that's good. It's kind of close. So here's the definition. I didn't know this, but I knew about this thing, but I didn't know that it had a name. So it's a fictitious entry added to a book to prevent plagiarism. And I've heard of these on maps because I used to be a map maker. So you would like put a little something on there that was not really there, so that nobody would copy it. Or if they copied it, you would know like, oh, you copied my thing.
Right.
It accidentally happened the first time, but then after that, people started doing it on purpose, which is pretty good. And the name, actually, this is hilarious, comes from the 1975 edition of the New Columbia Encyclopedia. There's an entry for Lillian Virginia Mountweasel. And what it says was that she was renowned for her photographs of rural American mailboxes and her tragic death in an explosion while on assignment for Combustibles magazine. But she didn't actually exist.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's good.
We should put Mountweasels in tunes. Actually, I feel like we do that already. Okay, so who are you going to pick for the winners?
Oh boy, I don't know.
I liked the electronic pistol one.
Yeah,
was that Kurt?
E-pistol is good. That was Kurt and Cal.
Okay.
So I think, Kurt, you're the winner of a label.
We usually pick 2.
Yeah, and I think I like Sean Morris' Fear of the New Testament.
That's good.
Pretty good.
Okay, great. So the 2 of you, if you want a tune printed on a label, which is very valuable, write to tunes@tune.supply and tell us which tune you want and your mailing address if we don't have it already in our system, and we will get those out to you shortly. Okay, we have one more set from the guest artists, and we should go to that, I'd say.
Let's do it.
We're going to leave you with 3 reels now. The Mountaintop, which puffins nest on, or cliff tops. The Old Bush, a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the Old Bush. The Old Bush. And the Killavil, which I'm reliably informed there's a lot of excellent bird watching around Killavil, and you can even go and fly eagles nearby. So that's all the thematic stuff for those tunes. Thanks very much for having us. It's been an absolute pleasure. Big thanks to Pat for joining me.
Cheers, Alasdair.
And we hope to see you again soon. Stay happy, healthy, and safe as far as you're able, and enjoy the tunes. One, two.
Excellent. Okay, we're going a little late tonight, I know, but there was so much bird content that was
So much good stuff.
We had to put it all on. So thanks for sticking around. We're going to play one more set with you in just a second. To end off here, can we put the names on? Okay. So earlier when I mentioned the subscriber series that starts on Monday, we had prepared all the names to go on the screen, and I forgot to tell Chris to do it. So we're going to do it right now. This is the performance series list of performers who will be doing that.
Yeah.
Okay, and Tara's on there, by the way.
Tara's on there.
Yeah. And
Along
then
with some Mario's favorites.
yes, and Chris and I are doing it as well.
Yeah, we'll do one.
And then here are the.
Oh, we can't read that.
Oh,
Hold on.
Chris will fix it. Don't worry.
I'll fix
He's
it.
very fast.
There
we go. Okay, these are the teachers for the teaching, for the learning series.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you can, and Natalie Haas is on there, which is so cool. So as you can see, there's lots of great people. Don't forget to sign up if you want to do the subscriber series, because they start on Monday and they go for 2 weeks. So that's over at store.tune.supply. It's right on the front page if you go up there. Okay, and what else was I going to say? Oh, there were a ton of limericks that came in, but I think there's 2 more that we should read real quick before we play. One of them is written by Melinda Helford, and I will read it. It says, "There once was a rare bird named Chris. He may have been mistaken for an ibis. He played most superbly because he is so birdly, and he makes all of us feel full of bliss."
Oh.
That's really
very sweet.
That's very sweet. Okay, and do you want to read Richard? Not Richard. The one that I just sent. Oh yeah, Richard Walker's limerick, because I think it pertains to the last set in the session, which is what we're going to do right now.
This is a good one. The jigs and reels can be fast. Scottish snap for strathspeys, a blast. My personal favorite is quite easy to spot. The one that is playing last.
Perfect timing on
Good
that
timing.
because we are to the last set. Chris and I are going to play for you, or with you, 3 reels. The Trip to Durrell, which is a Mario's classic. I always think of Bob Armistead when I play this one. The second one is on the bird theme, the Curlew, which is one of my favorite tunes ever. Do you know what Johnny and I do when we want to play the Curlew?
There's a motion or something, right?
It's really dumb. So let's say we're playing long, Johnny and I want to play the Curlew, or he wants me to play the Curlew. This is what you do. You stop playing in the middle of the set, and the other person keeps playing, and you go like this. Because the Curlew has the long...
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Yeah, and then you keep playing, and then the next tune changes to the Curlew. Cool. It's very efficient, and it sounds great. So we're going to do the Curlew second, and then we'll end with Reconciliation to finish off the night.
This says Jenny's Chickens, but we just changed our mind.
Oh yeah, we did change our mind because we like the Curlew better. And somebody said it in the comments, and I was like, we have to play the Curlew. How did I not think of that?
There we go.
Okay, great. And should we
I guess we should move large
avocado somewhere?
How about right here?
We should get him a little stand, him or her, so they can sit up there.
Let's see.
2 times only, since we're late, and our neighbors are probably going to knock on our door here, but... It'll be fine. Maybe they love it. Maybe they're playing along next door. Yeah. That'd be good. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. complaints from the neighbors, so I think
Not
we've
yet.
we've survived. Excellent. Well, thanks for sticking around for this extra long. This is like the sessions usually used to be 2
That's true,
hours in
yeah.
the start, and but it's really
We
nice
didn't
to.
annoy anyone when it was 2 hours, so.
Hopefully, we're not annoying
Hopefully
anybody
not
now.
annoying
Well,
them
people
now.
can just close their browsers if they're annoyed,
That's
I
true.
suppose. Thanks for sticking around. And do you want to do the thank yous?
Yeah, sure. Thank you to Alasdair and to Patrick. Great to have you guys on again. And let's see, we had a lot of special guests. Tara O'Grady was fantastic. And we had Castu for your lovely video. And who else
Jerry?
was on? Gerry O'Connor and
Damian
and Colman.
Yes.
That's it, right?
I think so. And
think
all
so.
the birds that were featured, thank you,
All the birds,
birds,
thank you to all the
for,
birds. Thank you everyone for your
coming.
pictures.
Yes, thanks for all the pictures and the videos. Next week, again, is Morella and Kathleen from Cherished Ladies. The theme is favorite key. And, oh my gosh, I don't know. Now everybody's gone and I forgot to say the most important thing.
What's the most important thing?
The monster session.
Oh, no.
How did I forget? So, well, it's okay. We still have 2 weeks. 2 weeks from tonight, on March 18th, is the 1 year anniversary of this session starting. Of course, it's the day after St. Patrick's Day. And in real life, we do a monster session every year where we invite all the guests to come and play at Mario's. And it's humongous, and you can't even walk in the bar, and it's very dangerous now, thinking back on it, that we did that. We're going to do the monster session on online. It's probably going to be over 2 hours. We've got, I haven't counted yet, but 25 people or something like that will be doing sets. They are play-along sets, but it will also kind of be like a concert, kind of like the Trad Stars, if you guys remember that from October. And it's going to be the big celebration of 1 year online. Not that we should be celebrating such a thing, but that's that we're going to do, and that'll be our kind of St. Patrick's celebration. We have a silly poster, but we forgot. It was my fault. I forgot to load it into the broadcast. So we'll show that to you next week. It's on this YouTube channel if you want to mark your calendars or set a reminder. That was a lot of speaking.
If you got a few bucks, you could throw them into the contribution link above my head. That helps us to
Just
pay
throw
everyone.
It right at
throw it at the screen.
Yeah.
There's a special system we have set up. It'll go right into our PayPal.
Chris is so good at electronics that you can just throw it at the screen.
That helps us to pay everyone who appears on the session and everyone who appears on Toon Supply.
Yes,
So-
and today, not that this matters in the slightest, but in 2021, I guess it does. Toon Supply just hit 3,000 subscribers today on YouTube.
Yeah. So,
so
if you want to be 3001, you could subscribe to us on YouTube.
There you go. Okay, that truly is it for this evening. Thanks for sticking around, and we will see you next Thursday.
Okay, good night.